It's a brother
and a sister.
It's a brother and a sister.
Brother and a sister. Yo brother, yo sister.
Yo brother.
What's
Yebo sawubona.
Yebo sawubona.
Ninjani namhlanje?
Ngiyaphila sikhona kunjani?
Yes.
Is that the one?
Well, no, but yes. We love it so much.
Like the way how like Zulu immediately just like it puts me in a panic attack.
I know what you're saying.
Because I'm always just like I know the words. I just can't say them.
Yeah. It's because of the trauma in high school.
Yeah.
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 I have that same trauma.
With?
My high school Zulu teacher, whenever I'd come up to do a speech.
Didn't you do Afrikaans?
I did both for a while, and then I chose Afrikaans because of this particular thing that he'd do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know that Terry, the actor.
Oh, Terry Crews.
Terry Crews thing that he does with his chest. He would do that whenever I was standing doing my speech. So I just, like in my periphery, I could see and I thought, that doesn't feel right.
He's popping his pecs.
He was popping his pecs.
While you're doing your Zulu speech.
He didn't do it when Amy was up there. He didn't do it when Garaba was up there. But then I come up and boom, 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 boom. And at that time, we didn't have Terry Crews to understand what was going on. I didn't know what was going on.
Sabona class. Yeah.
So I was like, Axel Afrikaans. God.
That sucks.
Have I never told you that story?
I think I don't know. Yes, you have. That sounds familiar.
You Terry Crews me.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Felt good.
That sucks.
This has been a very strange week. That's why our energy, I feel, is like we're just trying to make it through.
I don't know.
You've had a tough week.
Yeah, my week is, what day are we on? Friday. Okay, yeah, I've had a tough week. I've had a weird week in the sense that we started this week just I was trying to fix my car because I'm supposed to go to Limpopo. And instead, someone broke my car window. So yesterday in particular was like the most hectic day because obviously I find out my window gets broken the night before. And then...
But tell the people why you were where you were and what had just happened before.
You see, that's a big problem also. Like, when I tell people where I was, immediately there's no more, shame. It's immediately just like, yeah, but why were you there?
So then tell us where you were at the end of the story.
Okay,
you came off stage.
I was spanning. I was doing span. I was working hard. I did a great job. The people that were there that night were like all very happy with me. And I'm getting my high fives and I'm feeling jolly. And then I get to my car. And as I close my car door, I didn't even notice that the window was broken. As I close my car door, I just feel glass starts like showering me. And then I look around and I see my back window is broken, completely shattered. And I see the boots, they couldn't open the boot, but they broke my boot key. So they broke that. And then they went to the boot through the car door, the car window. Which just sucked. It just sucked. And it sucked also. Well, I'm glad they didn't steal anything. But they didn't steal anything because there was nothing to steal. I don't keep things in my car like that. So then literally they've just inconvenienced me for nothing. And it was just like, damn, y'all wasting my time, energy, efforts, and now my money for nothing. So yeah, that was that. And the place where I was in Braam. I was by Kitcheners in Braam. But that's where, like, I wasn't there for like
Why is
vibes.
your voice so high pitched now?
I wasn't there for vibes. I was there for
work, man.
to like do my job. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand why the clubs are in those spaces. I don't understand at this time of 2025, in the year of our criminology in South Africa, things have to happen in that area. Because I only hear of smash and grab, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. My robbery happened in Rosebank.
Mm.
And even then, I'm like, why was I out the house?
mm.
So I'm so sorry. It sucks a lot.
Yeah, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to learn from that actually, but like, because I still have to go spy and I still have to go do my job.
And that's a nice crowd there at Kitcheners.
Yeah, like literally, that's where the youth is. That's where like people come to like really be a part of the culture.
Can't you get a chauffeur to drop you off and then pick you up afterwards?
That's so much money. That's more than just buying a new window every other week.
You think mom will do it?
Mom's gonna drop me off at Kitcheners. That lady and I. Anyway.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. That sucks a lot.
And the crazy thing is, the next day, which was yesterday, I had an audition to go to that specifically required me to have my car, my specific brand of car. That was the whole brief. As long as you have that car, you can come through. And now my window's shattered, so then it was just like, yo.
Did you still go?
I still went. I luckily took pictures of the car before the actual shattering happened, and they just
shattering.
And I was so happy they didn't like inspect my car. They just wanted to see a picture of me and the car, and then.
Oh, you mean in the picture,
yes,
not the robbers?
Yes. So for this audition, they just wanted to see a picture of me and my car.
Stand by your car and go like this.
Yeah, of course.
That's so cool.
I like, you know, that point where it's like, this guy, my best fucking friend, this guy. I love this car. And then that was the audition. It took me
Jesus, what a roller coaster.
whole day.
What a roller coaster.
I even went to PG Glass to like get a quote so that they could know that I'm serious about fixing the car in case they were.
Let's say PG Glass again, because perhaps they will sponsor us for the glass and the podcast. PG Glass. We want your money.
We can't fix a broken heart, but we can fix your window. PG Glass. Helping you buy better. No, that's bad. That's
Cut it.
Okay, cool. How things been on your side this week?
Well. It's actually been quite destabilizing because, like, we always want to take care of you, regardless of. So anyone in the house who gets harmed, hurt, inconvenience, whatever, we all feel it and we all want to jump in, right? So that was tough. Then I got invited by my good friend Nina Hasty to her podcast.
Shout outs.
And it's a Playdate podcast.
We need Nina here.
Yeah, we miss. Nina, why have you not been here?
Like.
And I've invited you, so you can't say you never invited me. I've invited you.
It's time.
So, babes, let's align our calendars.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a Playdate vibe.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you remember what it was like at a Playdate when you were 7?
Yeah, loud.
Yeah. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's time to go, oh, please, mom, oh, please, mommy, can we have one? Please, mom, can we just stay a little bit longer, please? We recorded all of that because the podcast ended. And we were like, no, we are not ending. This is enjoyable.
Vibes.
So we had so much fun. You were supposed to build Lego blocks, but we decided to do dress up instead, which is bizarre for me as such a tomboy, but it was really fun. And then we wore fur coats and we were, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And literally the next day, she phoned at like 7:30 a.m. I was on my way to drop somebody off. And she was like, don't you feel great today? And I was like, dude, I thought I was the only one who felt like this. I feel magnificent. I was doing the Sound of Music. Like I was outside looking at all of the trees and marveling at how winter takes all of the leaves away and then they come back. and it's cold, but thank you, Jesus, that I have a warm jacket to wear. I was. And it feels
What
like
is that? What is that? Ish.
Okay, I'll give you 3 guesses.
Why aren't the views going up?
Why do you what do you think that means?
Having a good time. You're spiritually away.
That's answer A.
Uh-huh.
Next one. You have 3 options.
Tuck.
Eh?
Tuck. That sounds like just like the wildest noise that I've ever heard. That's option B. Can that be option B?
If you want it to be.
And then option C, you guys were tickling each other.
You live very close. No, it was just that feeling of pure elation.
Mm.
We were just over the top happy.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't connected necessarily to like, I got the gig, I'm so happy. Or, someone got a certificate of merit or their first place and I'm so happy. It was just that we had satiated that part of ourselves where we needed to play.
Mm.
And as adults, I think we forget to play.
1000%.
Just play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 1000% agree with that. Like a lot of my friends, even today, are like going to Groove and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not the only place you can play. Because even when I think about it, I think people feel like they need to be in an adult environment so that they can feel like they're playing maturely. And it's like,
just play.
That's ridiculous.
And play is nice because there are no rules.
Yes.
You can make anything up.
Everything you can do at Gonka, you can do at Spur. Like, if anything, you can probably do more at Spur. Because there were PlayStation 2s there. There's no PlayStation 2s at Gonka. You know what I mean? Like,
but
just
you know that there's a... That's what they love.
I'm sure you can get a pipe at Spur.
Okay.
Just got to go outside.
It just depends on which spa you're going to.
Spur. Yeah. So you said spa, and I was just like... No, but sorry, yeah.
Yes, you're right. Sorry. I didn't even realize that.
My bad. But just what you're saying in terms of like grown-ups, like not playing enough, I 100% agree with that. I feel like you also don't need an excuse to need to play.
No.
Like you playing can just be, like you should be able to go outside and say, hey, dog, I need to play.
And then play.
Yes.
And do cartwheels if you want to, if your body allows. And run around and even the basketball. And you can do things in the house. Like we love to play with Lego. We have so much. And puzzles and like what else? Even just imagination play. Even you
that was not a V8 engine.
You see?
Uh-huh.
Play. Play.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get you. I trying to think when last did I actually... I mean, I did the basketball stuff.
Yes.
But like even creatively, like just expanding your mind and stuff, like where you like... I don't know if you ever role played back when you were a kid. Well, like
I still role play.
But yeah, no, like also like, because that also helps your brain. Like also recently, that's something that I realized I have not been stimulating certain parts of my brain lately. Like I was playing Sudoku last night.
It's amazing.
Sudoku, that one.
Not only can I not pronounce it, I don't understand what's happening. They're 9 blocks, 16 numbers,
I've
4 to 7.
I've never done any. I've never done it ever in my life.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
Did you really have that much fun?
I had that much fun that I want to do it like every Friday as a family.
That's amazing.
Because it was like...
Even for those of us who can't count, can we still participate?
I'm sure you can get up to 9.
7. Okay, I'll keep trying.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm 1,000% sure. Like, because even when we started...
Yeah.
We didn't understand what was going on.
Yes.
Did one quick Google search. And then we were like, okay, this is how you do it. And then we were like, we had to be like...
And your opponent counts very well and counts fast in his head.
But he wasn't my opponent. We were a team.
You were, which is even better.
Yes. It was so nice. It was so nice.
So please make the noise with me, because that's what it feels like.
You
ready?
Okay.
1, 2, don't leave me on this lurch alone. Put your hands up. Let's do it. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next, I'm sorry. Let's go.
No, you do it by yourself now.
No,
you
we
can play with yourself.
We can do it together. I'm sorry to leave you hanging. There it is. That's going to be our new intro.
This is fun. We need to have fun. And I think it's difficult because we have so many financial constraints and we have so many jobble constraints and we have so many people constraints and there's just so much gawk. And at no point do you ever think, let me just like have a good time. And we always think we must be inebriated to have a good time. Guys, just play.
Yeah.
And it's even nicer when you have kids because you can play with your kids.
Yeah. No. But
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But it's also like, that's... Don't have kids if you're already not financially... If you're already financially struggling to play, don't have kids. Because, that's...
If you have the option not to, don't do it. If you know that you can even play with money. You know what I mean? And it's not play, just do crap. It means you are financially secure in that way, that you don't have to worry too much.
I don't know why as soon as you said play with money, I pictured you building a house with a bunch of like Randelas.
Yeah, I could do that.
See, that's the one thing about you that's always been like amazing. Where it's like, I'll genuinely come up with a concept or idea that like, it's not doable. You'll be like, give me a week. Like, I love that. Even if you don't do it, the level of confidence of
I
you.
have so much confidence.
Like,
I am, yes. And I could do that. But you know where I got that from? This lady.
Yeah.
I don't know how your art projects went in school, ne?
Mm-hmm.
But, yours probably went perfectly, yes, because you're an artist. I cannot art. Like thou art not.
Mm-hmm.
And so she would help me. And we got into trouble the one time because the teacher said, Miss Malloy, please stop doing Babalo's homework.
Yeah.
Fine. We found other ways around it. But honestly, if you come to mom and you're like, my project is that I have to build an ecosystem, she'll be like, ecosystem kind of thing. So me, see, and then the clouds and then the this. Come, let's sit down. And then she'll run around. I don't know what happens in that woman's bedroom. It's like Mary Poppins' bag.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can come out of it. And the next thing you have...
A wide array.
And you get an A. It is her A. But aren't you proud of your A? Hey!
No, I get that. I get that.
Mommy's always been amazing with this.
That's one thing. Like, if I was a parent, I know, like, if you have a project and you come to me on time with your project.
Yeah.
Because
they don't do that. You just must know.
Yeah. The fire ideas and concepts that I can help you make.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing, like, when it came to building something or coming up with a concept, I was always good.
Good.
I was always solid with that.
So why do you think I'd be different?
What do you mean?
Because you're quite amazed by how much confidence when you give me an idea that is an out-of-the-world idea, and I always feel like, yes, I can do it. Why does it surprise you? Because you have that too.
I have that with art, like with creative projects and stuff. You have that with everything. I could literally say tomorrow, if I gave you 10K or something or whatever, do you think you could fight Conor McGregor? And then you'd be like, yeah, he's not that short. He's not that tall. And it's like, you don't even know who Conor McGregor is at that time. But you've just decided, yeah. Like, there's a blind confidence that you have that I'm just like, yo, I love it. I wish I had that. But I also am so happy I don't
I think
have
it's because I believe in my toughness. Like, no matter what the challenge level, I believe that when I get to that level when my body is saying, you can't, Babalo, you can't, you're 41, sit down. my mind will go, we're finishing this thing. I don't know where that comes from.
Like if
But
I
I do have it.
if I gave you like a Formula One car, you just be like, yeah, bring Louis. Bring Sir Louis. I'll
No,
rock him
but I
now.
don't like competition.
Is it?
So I won't want to go up against Louis and Verstappen.
But
I don't
if-
care. I just want to drive the car and prove to myself that I can reach that certain speed in an F1 car around the track, and then I park it and I go. And that's my story. I don't want to compete.
Okay.
I have no interest in competition.
Okay. But you always.
I've driven around that track before.
What car were you using?
So we, on the station that I was working at, all had the same brand car. It just was like coincidentally, one drove the SUV version, one drove like the sedan version, and I drove the little compact version, you know, the one I had.
Got you.
And so we all just drove the same car. And so the brand, along with Kailami, invited us
To drive.
to have a day. And we drove our cars, and then we got to drive the R8.
Oof.
And they were all looking at me like, black girl, who will come last? And I was looking at them and saying, do you understand that this is already my win?
You see, there it is.
This is already my win.
And then you're like, I don't like competition. But then like there's a level of like you have to have what you just said. It's a little competitive, bro.
really?
Yeah, that's competitive.
But I don't want to beat you. I don't care about the opponents. I don't care. I know that driving that car in that moment, knowing where we come from, I've already won.
See that it's that like that's a winner. It's just a winner's mentality.
And then I get to go home in the same brand car to my house. Like, I have won.
Okay, just
I am the winner.
picture Muhammad Ali saying that. Exactly what you just said.
We're both Capricorn.
But that's what I'm saying. You have that thing where it's
Which
like
means everything. Your star sign.
yeah, I'm saying like it doesn't. You literally just said it doesn't matter who I'm fighting. I will always come out on top. That is the most competitive thing people say ever. Where it's like it doesn't matter if you're Joe Frazier or whoever.
Yeah.
Like I am coming out on top. Like I'm the greatest of all time. And it's like that is the most. Every single competitive person thinks like that.
You're joking.
They don't even acknowledge their opponent until after they've dropped their opponent. And they were like, yeah, he was pretty good in the ring, but nobody quite like this guy.
But I don't have. Yeah, that's very interesting. I've always thought that meant I'm non-competitive. Because I have no. So we went. What are the little ones for kids driving? Go-karts.
Go-karts.
So we went go-karting for someone's birthday party. My kid was invited. And so, all the moms sit together, all the dads sit together and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, they said, we have one more round for you, a bonus round for parents. So who wants to come?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, yeah, sure, fourth, fifth time, okay, so it's a line of butts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm there. Because I want to also do it. Why wouldn't I want to do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I know, then they were like, yeah, you're not going to get the same points. I was like, I don't care. I just want the experience of doing it.
Yes.
And I did it. And it was amazing. And I was last place. And I gave no fucks.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't
Nah.
know.
Would you want to have beaten them?
In that situation?
Any situation.
I'm a sore winner.
What?
I'm a sore winner. Like, like my friends always say this. Like when we're playing video games, like they can trap me 7 times.
Yeah.
8th time I win. I don't want to play the game anymore. They say, dog, you asked me. Nah, I don't want to play the game.
Sis, that's so gross.
Honey, dog, you asked me for 6 rematches.
Yeah.
No way, dog, it's my turn to get. You only throw me. I'm like, dog, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many times you win. It matters who ends up on top.
That's amazing.
I'm better than you.
Do you think that's a boy and girl thing?
I don't, that's a me thing.
That's a you thing.
Yeah, like, because other guys, will, until the playing field is even and now it's a clear, like, I am more dominant than you.
Yeah.
Type where I don't need that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Also, that's also why I don't think I could ever be in actual like fights like that. Because I'm also just like, I'm an eye poke. I'm not like, I'm dirty with it.
Really?
Why
am I saying really? You nearly elbowed me in the
Yeah.
guts today. We both came out and we were wearing pretty much like black suits. And he was like, I guess we're going to have to fight this out. Which we have done many times. So I put my dukes up, ready to fight it out. And then, you know, like you play fight. Ba-ching, ba-chong, bing, bang, da. And then he did something, and I know you weren't going to hit me. I know you weren't going to hit me. But that elbow came at me in a manner that I couldn't, it was instinctive, like, elbow, fuck! And then I hit you in the arm. So I really apologize. It was the elbow.
My bad.
It's okay. We can move on.
Like, damn. I can't believe you brought up my almost abuse.
No, it wasn't abuse. I didn't say that once.
Sorry. I can't believe you brought up the fact that I almost trapped you so hard. Like, why would you bring up the fact that I kicked your ass?
But every time we have a chat about this, who would win in a fight between me and you? It's obviously me. Shannon Sharpe is an individual who has been quite fascinating on social media. As far as I know, from Khabane to kicks and elbow Molloy, he is a sports commentator.
Yeah.
He used to play one of the games.
In the NFL.
Which is the like American rugby.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So he used to play that, and now he has a podcast or a TV show, Club Shay Shay.
Yes.
And it blew up because Cat Williams, the comedian, went on there. And Cat Williams is phenomenal.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And he said lots of interesting things.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't pay much attention to Shannon Sharpe. Like every now and then there'll be a guest who I'm interested in, and then I'll watch a little bit of that. But I'm not going to go and like download the podcast. And then I saw a tweet of his, or a TikTok of him apologizing. And I was like, these guys always get into crap, right? Who did he? Who did he? You know? Who did he? We'll find out. And then Candace Owens popped up on my TikTok. Your
algorithm is, what are you following?
That she would pop up.
Yes. Like, because that means you're like on the conservative.
Don't call me MAGA.
Yeah, you're on the female MAGA. That's red pill for girls.
Well, I think it's because I watch so much news on my TikTok.
Okay.
So lots of different news comes up. And I suppose she's news. I don't understand what she's doing. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, whatever. She told the whole story. So I'd like to hand over to you to maybe tell parts of the story. And then I'll do that thing that I always do, and I'll like, yeah, and then to you. And then we can discuss what we feel about the circumstance that Shannon Sharpe is standing on the edge of.
If she's sexy, I'll kiss her. My sister needs a mister. This is a brother and a sister. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. I can't even lie. I enjoy Shannon Sharpe.
Okay.
Like, he is so entertaining to watch. At least his sports commentary.
Okay.
I love seeing his arguments about, like, especially with basketball, and when he's arguing with Stephen A. Smith, and then he'll go, OKC, UFC, KFC, it don't matter. Lakers in 5. Like,
that sounds very cool.
He's just like, he'll say such interesting analogies, and honestly, most sports commentators are full of BS when they talk, but the narrative around the game is always just fun to have. So he's one of those people that are really good at it.
Okay.
So it's always disappointing to see someone that you enjoy watching be a part of things like this.
Yeah. Did he do it?
Whether or not he did do it, the thing that grosses me out.
Wait, we must explain what he's accused of now.
So he's been accused of SAing a 19-year-old girl, putting her in pretty much a abusive relationship for the past couple of years, and he's claiming that it was 100% consensual. Also, the lawyer that is involved in the actual case has been known to be a liar,
A money grabber.
He was a part of. He tried to. I think he. I don't know if it was a Diddy situation, but it's so easy to accuse Diddy of anything now. So he tried to add on to that. He accused Jay-Z of some stuff as well. The recent allegations against Jay-Z.
Which wasn't true. She came out and said this wasn't true.
Yeah, it wasn't true. I was just trying to get a cash grab and all of this.
I hate it when that happens.
So then now by the time, which part?
If people are making it up, because it gives abusers more clout to go, you see, they make it up, which happens maybe 0.7% of the time of any accusations. But anyway, yes. So he's saying that they were in a consensual relationship.
Yes.
And she's saying that he sexually assaulted her not once but twice.
A couple of times.
Yeah. But in the relationship, there was the specific rape accusation.
Yes.
And then I don't know where the texts started coming out, the WhatsApps, the voice notes, the whatever. But it seemed like they had a very specific kink in their relationship.
Race play.
There was a race play and dominance.
And abuse. Like they actually had
an abuse fantasy.
Like, I'm going to choke. So he keeps talking about choking her out. I'm going to choke you out. When I see you, I'm going to put my hands on you.
The voice. Shit,
I'm going to put my hands on you. I'm going to choke you the hell out. Today, tomorrow, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Like it's in 5. Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to be choked.
So,
or she's going, because there's no tone in the, I don't know if that was a voice note. But anyway.
It was a phone call between them.
So maybe she was giggling, maybe she wasn't. I don't want to give the wrong impression. Maybe she was just going, actually, you know what, Shannon Sharpe, Ntate Shannon Sharpe, I don't want to be choked, right? So essentially that's how it reads back and forth. But because of so many of the other aspects of their relationship, where she's saying, I want you to shoot a black baby inside of me.
Nasty.
Not that you haven't talked to your partner like that, please.
There's no paper trail.
Okay. Disappearing WhatsApp messages.
Nope.
I really need to get into that.
Is it? I hate those.
The disappearing ones.
I hate those so much.
I don't want a paper trail.
Stand on business. If you want to send me something, send it to me and keep it there forever.
Anyway,
look back at the chats.
Now he's apologized. He's saying it was consensual. And she's going forward with
the case,
the legal case.
Yes. And so also I don't know if she's threatening, but he came out and is like, I have reason to believe that she's going to try and release a sex tape of me. And I do not have the sex tape because then I'll just release it myself. And he's like, what did he say? She's going to edit it so that it looks like
it's always edited, yeah.
So then he's like, my only request is release the full 10 minutes. Release the whole thing. I want the whole thing. Like,
yeah.
His entire situation is just wild because this is also not the first time he's been exposed sexually.
Really?
The one time I think he exposed himself. He went on an
He exposed himself.
Yeah, he went on an Instagram live while he was rocking somebody, and then the video came out. And
who's the guy who was hit by an avocado?
MT.
Do you remember when he was on live and he went to the toilet?
Yeah, and he's like, yo, I just showed you my dick, dog. Yo, hey, shh.
We must have MT here. I just want to hug him and love him. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Addiction is a very serious thing if that's what it is that's going on. But that was the kind of thing that Shannon Sharpe did. All right, fine. So now Candace Owens says this could be a consensual thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
This could have been a consensual thing, but because she's wanting more and more money,
yes,
Candace Owens thinks that this is a shakedown.
I also think it's a shakedown. I really do think it's a shakedown. But the problem is, for me, the problem so far isn't whether or not he did it or didn't. We'll find out about that sooner or later.
Yeah, like did he or not?
The issue right now, that's like, why are we not more pressed about that? Why is a 50-something-year-old man dating a 19-year-old?
Boom, shakalaka.
Like, bro, you have no business. Why do you guys talk about? Why are you like?
Why are you doing this?
But also like a teen, dog. Like,
Because she's 19, hey.
yeah,
I suppose maybe 24 is still a bit icky, but it's better. It's better.
it feels barely legal. Like,
It is barely legal.
For me.
There's a whole website about that.
For me, firstly, I think in certain states it's 21.
Yes.
So already, like, that's already a red flag.
Yes.
And then the other thing that's really weird to me is that, like, I wouldn't even date someone, like, I don't want to date people younger than me, because literally almost everyone younger than me, it's just a crime. It's just not a crime, you know? Where it's like, how are you going to date a teenager, dude? Like, this person just became legal. That means the only thing that stopped you from hooking up with people that are younger than her is the law.
Is the law. Is the law.
You freak.
So it makes me then think of another interview that's been going around. Because of the show Black Mirror, Tracee Ellis Ross has been interviewed on all the podcasts, all the everything. So she was on Michelle Obama's podcast.
Yes, sir.
Which is so similar to ours because it's a brother and a sister.
God bless America.
And Michelle Obama and Tracee Ellis Ross and brother, not Obama, but the brother. Shame, I should know his name. Eh? That's gross.
It's okay. I don't know. Who's Trump's cousin? You know what I mean?
And the conversation was about her dating and her dating relationships and, how does she feel now that she's not married and she's at a certain age, she hasn't had children. The same thing we always bloody talk about to Tracee Ellis Ross, right? And I was a bit frustrated by that. But where it came together through this one TikTok of Candace Owens is she was saying that's why Tracee Ellis Ross has been trending, because she said she won't date people her own age. She'd rather date somebody a bit younger because the men her age are Shannon Sharpe.
How young we talking?
I doubt
how young we talking?
Not that much younger.
23?
30s. Because isn't she in her 50s?
I don't know.
Yeah. 30s.
How do we push that number down even more?
I don't know what you're doing right now. It's making me uncomfortable.
I'm trying to shoot my shot at Tracee Ellis Ross, but not shooting my shot.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to shoot my shot at Tracee Ellis Ross.
Why not?
No, I just remembered I'm happily in love and I'm not. I actually forgot. I'm so happy and I'm very in love.
What's wrong with you?
My bad. Sorry, my love.
Anyway, so there we go. So the Shannon Sharps of the world want to go to Spur and essentially, round up children to date. And Tracee Ellis Ross is saying that is not the caliber of human that I want to interact with.
See,
and people are going nuts.
Okay. The fact of the matter is we don't know how young she's talking, so I'm just going to assume 30. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, Shannon Sharpe is literally going for people with their frontal lobe not even fully developed.
How old is he?
He's 50-something. 50, I don't know. But he's not, like...
I've always loved older men. Always. When I was 23...
Victim. Yeah?
Do you think I was?
Continue. Let's see where this goes.
He was 56.
No, man. No, my sister.
But did you see him?
You were 23 and he was 56. You're 41 now, no? Can you hang out with a 23-year-old? That's not your brother. Like, just, you guys are just having milkshakes together on dates. And it's not me.
Probably, I don't know. Who is this person? I have so
You're
many questions.
dating a 23.
Oh no, dating. Definitely not.
Why?
Nah.
So then, you were also a child.
I was 23.
But
I was traveling. I was doing, what is it called? Single traveling, alone traveling. You
So-
travel alone.
so if he's well traveled, then you can date a 23-year-old. If you're,
At my age now, I would never date a 23-year-old.
but why?
Because nah.
So you have more.
But I had more of a thing for older guys.
Mhm.
So I dated much older guys. He is the largest age gap I've ever had. And he was a bodybuilder. So he was a beautiful, beautiful man. And RIP, because I think it's been so long, he might be. We shouldn't laugh, but he was a wonderful person.
May sorry.
Where was I going with this conversation?
You're
So
exposing that you are a victim.
I was 23. There were some young girls, especially, who like the age gap, who enjoy that age gap thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we have daddy issues. I'm in therapy. We'll discover that at some point.
Mm.
I'll get back to you. But the inverse is also a question mark. What are you doing with a 19-year-old?
1,000%.
And I understand what it is.
What is it? They're big
Because
daddy.
they're like the hottest they'll ever be. Right? Physically. That's all you're trying to do. Get a physical.
But like,
So it's gross.
yeah, no.
And yeah.
I really hope, like, as gents, we realize, like, bro, don't, like, the looks are nice.
Yeah.
The looks are nice, but they're not worth it, bro.
It's not
like,
worth it.
Like, leave these 20-something-year-old girls to deal with their 20-something-year-old problems. Don't be their hero or their problem. Because, like, either you're going to get shaken down or you should be in jail, high key. High key, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yes, it's not illegal to date 19 to 22-year-old and you're 50, whatever. But, like, that's weird,
It
dude.
makes me squirm now.
And you went 23.
Yeah, that somehow didn't make me squirm.
Dog.
But now just thinking about that number gap makes me squirm.
That's wild. Because then, like,
But I've always been much more mature than my age.
you see, now when the words like mature come out, that's where I'm like, hi.
And he left his other girlfriend for me. We were on holiday. We were in Cuba. So we were on the beach and he came and introduced, because like there weren't black people. And this very beautiful woman who was probably more age appropriate for him came and we chatted and we sat and da-da-da-da. And the next day he texted me and he said, I don't want to be with that girl
So-and-so.
anymore. I want to see you tonight.
But don't you see, like,
And I was like, hell yeah.
but even things like that, you lose them how you found them,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I mean, I had to come back
'Cause
home
then
to South Africa.
As soon as you become that woman's age, he's going to find...
He's going to Leonardo DiCaprio me.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, do whatever you want. Just know that there are going to be consequences no matter what the thing is. Play, and not with small children if you're in your 50s and you're a man.
Mm.
And
Do whatever you want, but like with your age group also.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying that in like a ageist way. I'm also saying it so that you can protect yourself. Because some people know that, okay, you're older, you're looking for a good time or whatever. You're more susceptible to be scammed by these people because they know how to do a shakedown of
Well,
you.
I was shaken down by somebody exactly the same age as me. So there are crooks out there in the world. So also look out for that category. Crooks.
But like, man, on both sides, like, it's a problem, dog. I really want to just make it very clear. Like, if you are of an older age trying to hook up with these young 20s, like these barely legals, that's what I'm gonna start calling them. You're trying to hook up with a barely legal? Leave the barely legals. You better be frugal. And I'm trying to think of another rhyme. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
I love you so much.
Ish.
Have a wonderful rest of your day. I know you're busy.
Oh damn! Are we wrapped?
Aren't we?
Oh, let me look at my notes.
You want more? We want more. Give us more.
I know we're done. Yeah.
No, I don't have any more. I have nothing more to give.
Yeah, no.
I'm just going to relax here until the next podcast
That was
arrives.
Papi Muloy. I'm Khabane Muloy. And our mother's Nana Muloy. Lakers in 5.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
Spotify.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. My sister.